My name is Brad Cruzy, and I'm a computer applications teacher, tech coordinator here at Manson Northwest Webster High School. I came here about 21 years ago. I've taught school for 21 years as this was my first job. I selected this activity this year for the first time, so this is the first time I've done it. And the reason I did is we've always had a project. We would establish units, and we'd go ahead and work from unit to unit and then evaluate each unit and so forth and do different things that way. But I wanted to do something and try something that we could do the whole semester and just move from one activity to the other, but incorporating it into one huge project. And this project really lends itself well to that. I'm able to go ahead and segment off the different sections. Also the ability to have groups work on different pieces of equipment at different times, because some of this equipment is limited. We don't have very many pieces of it. So when you're doing units all using the same piece of equipment, it's very difficult to do. We're able to switch in and out during the semester. Kids can go do whatever is available at that time and use that equipment. The goals and objectives of this activity was, again, to incorporate everything into one project so we would not have to switch in and out of the units. That way, of course, we're able to use that equipment at different times. Each group could alternate and schedule their use of it. The objectives of this activity would be that each student is able to use the different types of technology that we have here, and then also build their communication skills, working together skills, their social skills, working with the community in a project that the community is also going to be able to use instead of just the students. So then when they do get done, they actually create a project that will be used for 2 to 3 years down the road by our community members. When they get done using a piece of technology equipment that we have, I go and I basically test them on it or assess it. By sitting down with them, they have to show me what they have done, because that piece has to be done with their production before they can move on to the next part. So they have to show me hands-on what they do have done, and they save that project, and then I go ahead and edit it, proof it, and do that sort of thing with it. But they do have to show me exactly what they did and if they can do it again for me. There were two groups, one using the scanner. They had already done that project, that area of the project, so they were reenacting that. And there was some slide building or editing going on that they had already edited those pieces, and they were doing those over again. Otherwise, the video editing and the interviewing that we were doing were live, and the first time for those kids to do that. One thing I should talk a little bit about is the use of our technology here has really drastically changed in terms of how it's used, because we went to block scheduling. It has really helped classes like computer applications, because we've got an entire block of an hour and a half, and the kids can go ahead and take that time. They can go uptown and finish something they need to do up there with their project, and then still get back in time to edit it and change it and so forth. This project, what we normally do is I'll take 10 minutes at the most and discuss something with them on the overhead projector, show them, introduce the project to them, or introduce that piece of equipment, but then allow them to go out and work with that hands-on. Then I walk around and answer questions that they have with them as they are working with the hardware and the software. Otherwise, it's very difficult for students to remember just going through 8 pages of the manual for that software and then sending them out to do it. They'll end up asking the questions anyway.